Welcome back to our channel, Soap Fanatic. It is a beautiful, drama-filled day to dive headfirst into the absolute madness happening behind the opulent gates of Fairmont Crest. Grab your favorite drink, settle into your comfiest chair, and buckle up, because the week of August 17th to the 21st is about to blow our collective mind. We are talking explosive confrontations, dark pasts coming to light, and psychological warfare that literally has me screaming at my television screen. Let's kick things off with the storyline that has completely derailed my sleep schedule. Andre Richardson and the mysterious Heather Armstrong. Wow, can you believe it? The stalker texting Andre, sending him that cryptic 2018 Louis Broussard champagne, is none other than Joey's sister, Heather. You know, the ruthless, cold-blooded international crime boss known as the Impaler. On Monday, August 17, Andre is haunted by his past and finally meets Heather face. The tension in this room is going to be thick enough to cut with a knife. What on earth is their connection? We know Andre spent time in Europe when his parents tragically died. Did Heather have something to do with that? Is she blackmailing him? I firmly believe Andre got tangled up in her red market plasma ring or her London syndicate years ago just to survive. He chose a stable life with Danny, but you don't just walk away from the Impaler without severe consequences. By Friday, August 21, the spoilers reveal that Andre actually makes a threat. Are you kidding me, Andre? You are a photographer threatening a woman who runs an international crime syndicate. I think this is a massive, fatal mistake. Joey Armstrong already threatened to kill Heather with his bare hands if she hurt Vanessa, and now Andre is poking the bear? Many fans think Andre is just trying to protect Danny and his new life, but I think he is going to trigger a war he cannot possibly win. Meanwhile, amidst all this chaotic danger, Wednesday's spoilers say Danny and Andre color outside the lines. To me, this screams that they are trying to distract themselves from their crumbling reality with some spicy, unconventional romance. But let's be real for a second. Danny is still consumed by her guilt over that elevator hookup with Bill. A little bedroom fun isn't going to erase the fact that her marriage is built on a ticking time bomb. Speaking of Bill Hamilton, the man is literally playing with disaster on Tuesday, August 18th. And honestly, I am so here for his downfall. Bill has been parading around, taunting Andre, and trying to reel Danny back into his toxic web. But here is the kicker. Vernon Dupree has finally had enough. On Monday, the ultimate patriarch confronts Bill about his intentions toward Danny. I absolutely love Vernon for this. He just demanded answers from Joey Armstrong about Randy, and now he is stepping up to put Bill in his place. Vernon knows that Bill does not truly love Danny. He just wants to possess her and control her. I am hoping Vernon completely obliterates Bill's ego and warns him to stay far away from his daughter. But Bill's ego might be the least of his worries because his health is on the verge of a total breakdown by Friday. We all know Haley is slowly poisoning him, masking it as a heart-healthy intervention with those toxic green smoothies. Chelsea is going to be absolutely haunted by unresolved trauma while watching her father deteriorate before her very eyes. Remember when Chelsea was kidnapped by Allison? She has deep-seated abandonment and trauma issues, and seeing her seemingly invincible father crumble is going to push her over the edge. Chelsea refuses to back down from protecting her dad, and I theorize she is going to be the one to figure out Haley's lethal plot. And thank goodness someone is finally standing up to Haley. On Tuesday, Ashley Morgan confronts the Black Widow herself. Wow. Ashley is a brilliant nurse. She knows the signs of poisoning, and she knows all about Bill's abnormal blood. I bet my bottom dollar Ashley notices something incredibly sketchy about Haley's behavior at the hospital. But Haley is a master manipulator. By Friday, Danny and Haley are going to clash yet again. These two women cannot be in the same room without sparks flying. Danny might be a massive hypocrite for investigating Haley's affair with Randy while hiding her own affair with Bill, but I will always root for Danny over that gold-digging viper. Haley! Let's shift gears to the law firm, because the intense power struggle between Tomas Navarro and Naomi Hawthorne is getting incredibly tense. Monday's spoilers confirm their dynamic is growing increasingly strained. Tomas is nursing a massively bruised ego after Kat rejected his public marriage proposal and refused to let him be a kept man in her new luxury condo. Now, he is taking his deep insecurities out on Naomi, who is rightfully stepping up to protect her father's legacy while he is hospitalized. Tomas feels emasculated, and honestly, he is acting like a petulant child. Naomi is dealing with a BRCA-positive diagnosis and the agonizing decision of a double mastectomy, and Tomas is whining about nepotism. Team Naomi all the way. The drama certainly doesn't stop there for the younger generation. Chelsea and Kat are going to mix fashion with arguments on Monday. Their legacy brand Chelsea Cat is bound to suffer because Kat is acting incredibly erratic. She impulsively bought a condo, is feuding with Tomas, and is treating Eva like an absolute burden. Chelsea has been a reliable sounding board, but even she has her limits. I predict their creative differences will mirror their personal grievances, especially since Chelsea was supporting Eva's organ donation livestream, which Kat absolutely despised and viewed as playing the victim. And speaking of Eva, the emotional roller coaster she is on with Isaiah is breaking my heart into a million. On Thursday, August 20, Eva and Isaiah face some incredibly hard truths. We know Eva has been battling severe body dysmorphia and intimacy issues because of her jagged transplant scar. She pushed Isaiah away, preferring to hide in the dark. I think the hard truth they have to face is that love isn't enough to magically heal deep psychological trauma. They need to put in the actual work, communicate honestly, and Eva needs to accept the professional therapy that Ted promised to find. This ties perfectly into Leslie Thompson. On Tuesday, Eva's words provoke Leslie, and by Thursday, Leslie is forced to face her past to move forward with her future. Let's not forget, Leslie hid the truth about Eva's father out of pure selfish pride for years. She has been a manipulative, intrusive nightmare to the Dupree. But seeing her daughter nearly die has shifted something fundamental. I think Eva is going to call Leslie out on her toxic patterns, forcing Leslie to finally confront the ugly parts of her history. Will she actually change? I highly doubt it, because a leopard rarely changes its spots, but it makes for fantastic television. Interestingly, Thursday also reveals that Bill and Ted find common ground about the past. Could they be bonding over their respective failures as fathers and husbands? But it is not all doom and gloom on this show. We have some beautiful romance blooming amidst the chaos. On Wednesday, August 19, Jacob wants to surprise his wife, Naomi. He enlists Grayson and Ashley to help pull it off. This is the exact kind of legacy character romance we live with. Jacob knows Naomi is terrified about her BRCA diagnosis and her upcoming preventative surgery. Bringing in Grayson and Ashley, who just officially updated their relationship status to exclusive, is a brilliant move. I bet they set up a beautiful, intimate event at Uptown to remind Naomi that she is loved, beautiful, and fiercely supported. It is the perfect emotional counterbalance to the heavy, dark cancer story. We also have Nicole Dupree stepping up as the ultimate MVP of the week. On Wednesday, her brilliant plan saves the night for Noah Rollins. Noah just got hired at the free clinic by Leslie, but he is a musician at heart. Did he get a gig at the open mic night that Deanna invited him to? I think Nicole swoops in to ensure his performance is a massive hit, further cementing her bond with his father, Dr. Kiao Rollins. But on Thursday, an unexpected reaction forces Nicole to self-reflect in front of Kiao. Nicole has been harboring secret fantasies about her ex-husband, Ted, despite committing to Kiao. Did she accidentally call Kiao by Ted's name during a romantic moment? Oh, the sheer embarrassment. I would absolutely die. Let's wrap up with the rapid-fire hospital and investigative drama. On Tuesday, Carlton updates Ted with important information, while Nicole does the same for Vanessa. Could this be about Anita's health or the hospital board? Shanice gets an unexpected request. Could Dr. Madison Montgomery be asking Ted and Shanice for that Parkinson's research funding? Meanwhile, Smitty disappoints Martin. I bet this is entirely about the Deadly in the DMV pod. Shauna strictly forbade Smitty from doing it, but Smitty is a relentless investigative journalist. I think he goes rogue and does the interview anyway to expose Dr. Leah Whitmore and the plasma ring, completely infuriating Martin's political campaign. And finally, the dangerous shadow games taking place in the background. On Friday, Randy tells Heather. Joey ordered Randy to track Heather's every move because he knows exactly how dangerous. But Randy's cover was already blown with Deanna. If Heather catches him tailing her, Randy is a dead man walking. Also on Friday, Madison receives conflicting information from two fierce rivals. This has to be about Mike Davis and Bill Hamilton's ugly lawsuit. Mike is arrogant and vindictive, while Bill is desperate to maintain his crumbling empire. Madison is caught right in the middle of this legal bloodbath, and it is going to get nasty. This week is setting up to be a masterclass in soap opera story. Plot twists, the cliffhangers, the legacy characters facing their darkest demons. It is everything we love about Beyond the Gates. Will Andre survive his dangerous entanglement with the Impaler? Will Haley's poison finally take Bill out for good? You won't believe what happens next, so make sure you are tuned in every single day. Let me know your theories in the comments below. Do you think Andre and Heather were lovers in Europe? Do you think Bill will expose Danny's affair out of spite? Let's debate.